Okay, here's the video section of how to start your own kettle corn business. I shot these over the course of a season, and basically I literally show you what's necessary to basically make kettle corn and sell it. How to make kettle corn. Well, I go through the whole cycle of making a batch of kettle corn, right from the beginning to the end, and I show you basically how it's done.
Good job. Look, you notice how now the sugar now is melted, and it's sort of past the clumpy stage, and the mixture's starting to turn brown, and the sugar's starting to caramelize.
Bagging and sealing kettle corn. I show you the options on sealing up your product, because not everybody wants to eat it right then and there.
The bad part of the twist tie method, you got to fiddle with it. You let it fiddle in, and fiddle in. And
no, there's not any fiddle.
No, there's fiddling.
What a typical $1,000 day looks like. I want to make sure you understand that I'm not just pulling a number out of my butt, but you can actually see me make the stuff for the entire day. And if you want to just total up the bags that I'm making, you'll see it, and you should be able to do the same thing. How's business after the winter? Okay, here's a small farmer's market we do year after year, and surprisingly we have our regular people show up, and I want to illustrate the kind of business you can do year after year.
Glad you're here. I was wondering just last week when you'd be back again, and didn't know you were going to be.
The worst event of the season. Oh boy. Well, here you go. You take a look at where we ended up, and we sort of give you the reasons why we think it was so dismal.
They put us out here. We're like, I think you need they're gonna need Sherpas to get people out to this location over here.
Setting up the tent. All right, I wanted to take you through the whole process of setting this guy up. You'll be doing it plenty of times, but I wanted to point out a couple of additions you can buy for your tent that will make life that much easier.
We bought an extra one of these, so we can put two sides up full.
Setting up the kettle. All right, I give a couple of pointers on setting up a Northbend kettle. I show where all the knobs are and how to fire up and what's what.
Behold the wrench.
Cleaning the kettle. All right, you'll be doing this plenty of times, so I wanted to show what I've learned in moving things along.
But there's still some gunky crap in the bottom, right?
Crap inside the tent. All right, I go over all the little things that you need to get into the kettle corn business, and I kind of show where everything is in my tent, and so you have a better idea of perhaps what you need.
You can get them at a restaurant supply shop.
Steve's sales techniques. Okay, Steve is the front guy of our operation, and he's going to show you a couple of things he's learned and how to drive sales.
But wherever you are, just get out when people are walking by, say, hey, here you go. You want to try a sample? Watch, it works. Would you like some?
Boy, is it hot. Yeah, okay. It's hot making this stuff. So I'm going to show you what you can do to keep yourself from melting.
How do we look?
Yeah.
We don't even feel as good as we look. Okay?
Build your own portable hand washing sink. Okay, this guy Mark Sanders had sent me a video on how he built his own sink on the cheap, and perhaps you can do it too.
I think it was like 120, 140.
A typical craft fair. Okay, this is the bread and butter of the kettle corn biz. This one kind of got rained out, but we still did okay.
The people who do the roasted cashews didn't sell anything. They paid probably what we paid to be here.
All right, I check out a large state fair. All right, the Big E in Springfield is the big county fair in my area. I go down there and I look around and see the different kettle corn vendors and compare and contrast their operations.
I know these places like this want a lot of money up front every day to pop here. Basically, it's going to be
our best day ever. Okay, we got ourselves into a ye olde type of event, and these people went nuts over the stuff, and we were there to record it.
Hey, this crap's profitable.
A New England 3-day event. All right, we show you why it went well and some of the surprising things that we learned.
Right. And there's a lot more repeat customers coming back to fill up their coffers until next week when you're there again.
What he said.
Yeah.
All right, well, there was my brain dump for the season. Hope you guys find it useful, and hope you enjoy the book.